It was midnight in a small coastal town of Scotland. Fog rolled in from the sea, and the stone-paved streets glistened with mist. Inside, Clara studied at her desk, alone in the old Victorian house. The silence felt heavier with every tick of the clock. As the clock struck 12, the silence pressed down on her, heavy and suffocating. She rubbed her eyes, trying to focus, but the air around her felt colder, heavier. From the tall window, the lace curtain shifted. Clara thought she saw a shadow pass by. Clara froze, her eyes wide with terror, breath caught in her throat. Her voice cracked as she whispered,
"Hello? Who's there?"
The silence grew heavier. She muttered,
"Must be the wind."
forcing herself back to her books, but unease lingered. Then it came again, louder, heavier. The air itself seemed to shake. The lamp flickered once, twice, then went out. Darkness swallowed the room. The house shuddered, its walls groaning as if something unseen pressed down from all sides. The door rattled as if it might burst from its hinges. Tears welled in her eyes as she cried out into the dark.
"Leave me alone!"
A sudden blaze of light pierced the mist outside her window. A voice called her name. With trembling hands, Clara pulled the heavy door open, her breath caught between terror and hope. Through the fog, Clara saw her father and two neighbors on the doorstep. Her father's grip tightened. The neighbor's flashlight swept the fog. The deserted lane offered no answers. She collapsed into his arms, sobbing.
"Someone was knocking!"
she said. He held her tight, eyes scanning the empty, misty street. "Let's get inside," he said. Floorboards creaked as flashlight beams warped shadows across peeling walls. Then he froze, burned into the oak door, huge, blackened handprints, faintly glowing, too twisted to be human. No one spoke. The house felt colder, as if the house itself held its breath, waiting. Suddenly, the flashlights flickered. A freezing gust swept through the hall, raising goosebumps on their skin. The neighbors exchanged terrified whispers. "No man could leave marks like that," one murmured, voice shaking. A sudden long, dragging scrape echoed from the other side of the door, freezing everyone where they stood. The scraping stopped. A heavy silence fell, thicker than the mist outside, pressing on their chests. The pounding grew wild. The oak door trembled on its hinges, as if it ready to burst, and terror gripped them all. Clara wakes with a start at her desk, unsure if the nightmare that woke her is over. The house is quiet, except for the loud ticking of the grandfather clock. She tells herself it was just too much caffeine, but her own words feel empty in the silence. As she walks to her bedroom, every creak of the floor makes her tense up, despite telling herself it was just a nightmare. At her bedroom door, she freezes, a new fear rising as she realizes her father should have been home by now. Dismissing it as a dream, she goes into her room and turns off the lamp, leaving the hallway in darkness. Moonlight shines from two smoldering handprints in the old oak door. Clara never looks back. At night, something or someone prevents her father from coming home.